talking about Carpe Jugulum, book 23 in Terry Pratchett's Discworld, and we are back with the witches. So it's a Discworld. It's going to be a brilliant book. You know, I've said it so many times before, 22 times before actually, and the witches, Granny Weatherwax, Nanny come out to kick some ass. And if you can't tell by the title, Carpe Jugulum sees the throat. So there's vampires in Lancra, and you know shit's about to go down. So Magrat and King Varance have had a baby, little Esme, note spelling, as she's been christened. And if you remember read the first Magrat book, you'll know that joke. Why that joke's funny, and yeah. So to be all modern and appoint all the knobs, King Varance managed to invite a family of vampires to the wedding. So they've been invited. And which is, you know, you think no worries, Granny's gonna fix that, but Granny's gone missing. So there's a bit of a thing of a trio of witches. So you got the maiden, the mother, and the other, which is a nice way to say crone. But so Granny was the crone, or the other, Nanny was the mother, and Magrat was the maiden. But Magrat went and got married, so they got Agnes Knit in the last book. And so she was the maiden. But now Agnes is still the maiden, and Magrat is a mother. So Nanny's not pleased about where Nanny Og's pleased about where she sits on that pecking order as the other, and Granny's disappeared. So it's up to the others to sort out this vampire problem. But they're clever vampires. They're different vampires than the old ones that they're used to, and they got ideas about farming humans. We're just meat, we're just cattle, and they're very good at tricking people and mind manipulation. But Agnes, if you remember from her singing debut, has an alter ego that's sort of a little bit more inbred in her as Perdita. And I don't know how they got away with this, but inside every fat girl is a skinny girl with a large amount of chocolate. Different time when this was written. I'm sure that would offend a lot of people now, and you know it wouldn't get past the buck. But yeah, there's and he's not the only time Terry's thrown a few jabs at verbal jabs at some overweight people and a lot of people. But that's what the master of Terry Pratchett is. It's these quirky jokes, this, you know, gets you thinking about different things, and he'll give a few backhanded slaps around, but it's in good humour, and it's in a lot of fun with the underlying message underneath. In this book we meet the Macnac Feagles, which come big later on, which, yeah, interesting little blue pixies that are sort of your envisions of your Braveheart Scots. They're running around in kilts causing trouble, and super strong. Like 4 of them can pick up whole cows and steal them, but they're like about the size of the book. So, and don't mind a drink. They come down and nick Nanny's drink. And if anyone knows anything about Nanny, she brews a mighty brew. Brews a brew. But yeah, called Scumble, and yeah, they're not too fond of that. These little nippers. Typical Terry Pratchett book. Lots and lots of jokes. I love the ending. I love the way this all unfolds. And as you know, I don't like to give spoilers, so I won't give spoilers. But there's a good few twists and turns. But really, a priest of Om comes as part of the christening. There's a lot of fun with that one. You know, Terry didn't mind like poking fun at religion, and they certainly do. He certainly does that in this one, and the gods, and you know, and I think that's a good thing. I think we, you know, take religion far too seriously, and Terry does it he's not in a disrespectful, poking fun way. You know, he's not slamming religions. He's not denigrating him, but he pokes a little bit of fun in. I think that's good for all religions. As a believer, I think that's a good idea. If it, because we can take ourselves too seriously sometimes, but you got to enjoy life and have fun and even poke a little bit of fun at your religions in a respectful way. And Terry does that. He certainly does that. But yeah, Nanny and the priest, some interesting conversations to say the least. Yeah, another brilliant, brilliant book. Love Terry Pratchett. Love The Witches. Sees the oh, we meet at Igor. I almost forgot. We meet at Igor. So you know Frankenstein's monster. All Igors. They sell himself up from it, and there's a hilarious exchange between McGrath, Nanny, and an Igor talking about his dog Scraps. If that'll give you any indication of what kind of dog a man of made parts is. It's absolutely roll out laughing, hilarious, that scene. Brilliant book. Carpe Jugulum, book 23 of the Discworld. Follow for more and happy reading.